Unique.
Incredible, peaceful,
Awesome.
energetic and cultural.
My name is Mrs. Craig. I'm the head teacher of Oakwood Park Grammar School in Maidstone. Coming to a school like ours, they can have broad experiences, but generally their day-to-day life is pretty standard. They come to school, they get a good quality of education, they go on to university, and those things are meaningful and important. But it was for students to experience something that they wouldn't normally.
I've been at the school for 30 years. I worked it out. I've done 26 school trips using a variety of companies. We've travelled with projects abroad 3 times in the last 18 months, Costa Rica, Nepal and Sri Lanka. I didn't want to take students where I thought they could possibly go on a family holiday. I thought one of the things that we wanted to do was to take them out of their comfort zone.
I think the planning was excellent, but I think Projects Abroad did a fantastic job of just making sure all the boxes were ticked. We all knew what we were doing and we all felt safe.
One of the great things about, I think, the trips is that the staff and the pupils interact. And so you really get that bond between staff and students in a way I don't think you can with anything else in education.
I mean, it really was the teamwork, because all the activities were just us working together, sort of building that bond that just made it so much better.
It's the first time I travelled without my parents, like my family. It was really like nothing I've experienced travelling by myself, like with my friends.
Lots of the stuff that they were experiencing and seeing has just enriched their understanding, but will also give them hopefully some drive and purpose.
When you get there, it's a really diverse culture and it's really fun to actually like embrace that and do what they have on offer in that country.
I had one young person say to me when he got back that it was the best experience of his life, and that, you know, it's helped him mature. And that was a constant theme actually that reoccurred across the whole 10 days. You could see young people literally maturing before your eyes as they were engaging in conversation with people they wouldn't normally meet, as they were doing jobs that they wouldn't normally do, as they were working together to perform tasks that they wouldn't normally do. And actually, when you got back to school, that interaction continued. They continued to sort of share something really special and share an experience.
Projects Abroad in particular were incredible. They were really helpful, as well as being approachable, personable, kind, really thoughtful people. They were so clever, and I think that was a brilliant thing for the students. They learned so much, but in a nice setting.
One of the strengths of the trip was that we hosted an event in school with Projects Abroad where experts who were leading the trip could reassure families about their experience. So, you know, my own son has been on a Projects Abroad trip, and I know that information sharing really does help, you know, reassure you as a family.
I can honestly say that we have not had one problem, and which is quite extraordinary. Not had one problem, and we've taken 120 students, I think, roughly. Not to have one problem in Costa Rica, Sri Lanka and Nepal. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
It has changed me as a character, changed me as a person. I was a bit apprehensive before we went, a bit nervous about leaving all of those sort of creature comforts that you have and going away with students for 10 days and staff for 10 days. But it was a wonderful experience, one which I'd recommend to everybody.
They adapt to what you want in a way that, you know, I can't see many other organisations doing. And so you've got to look around, but get in contact. I mean, I think Projects Abroad will speak for themselves. I don't have to sell them. You just got to go and inquire about something and see the professionalism and courtesy that you're treated. And you won't get that with every travel company. I can guarantee you that. It's the staff that Projects Abroad employ. They really are top quality.